Good morning. I'm Shannon Peoples, and I have the honor of serving as the Director for the Office of Precollegiate Student Services, alongside a team of multi-talented and exceptional individuals, Sadie, Andrew, Kirsten, and Lisa. And our incomparable instructional staff. You help us to be exceptional every day. Dr. Natisha Small, since 2003, you've been a pillar of this program, propelling it to higher heights and always fashioning ways to serve more families. Thank you for your leadership and great sacrifice. Together, we're fortunate to celebrate another major milestone of service to the St. Louis community. 35 years of exemplary college access and success, with too many testimonials and success stories to name. Each year has been noteworthy, but this year our students deserve an even greater celebration in recognition of their perseverance through the COVID-19 pandemic. Our coming together was always a momentous occasion, with everyone dressed in their best. But it wasn't just about how we were dressed or what important dignitaries were in the room. You could feel the anticipation in the room that had been building since September, an atmosphere of community and shared feelings of collective accomplishment, pride in one another, and the smiling, quiet nods of felicitations amongst the room. Although we are not physically together, that consciousness of community binds us together and allows us to share in the joy of today. Students, this day is all about you. We see you, we applaud you, and we believe in you. Parents, families, school officials, and members of the campus and surrounding community, we invite you to join us as we take you on a journey of recognition and celebration of the extraordinary students that we've had the pleasure of serving this year. To begin our program, I'd like to introduce our esteemed Mistress and Master of Ceremony.
Good morning. My name is Tyler, and I am a senior at Pattonville High School. All my life, I have been deeply passionate about genetics. Even as a child, hearing about DNA filled my mind with images of a new frontier in my life. I knew that in the future, I would be striving to pursue a career in this field by attending a prestigious and revered college in which I can pursue a major in said field. To accomplish this, I knew that I would have to stand out amongst my fellow peers. Due to personal interests and a drive to make myself a well-rounded individual, I took part in Boy Scouts, swimming, speech and debate, orchestra, and archery. However, I knew that in order to afford to send myself to college, I would have to stand above my peers academically as well. My biggest concern at that stage was definitely my ACT score. I owe my success in standardized testing entirely to the UMSL Bridge program. I saw my score increase from a 23 to a 31 during my time taking part in the ACT prep courses. Thanks to my experience in this program, I've taken another step closer to the dream I first had all those years ago. While I haven't made my final college choice, I plan to pursue a career in molecular genetics.
Hello, my name is Grace. I am a junior at Althoff Catholic High School in Belleville, Illinois. This is my first year participating, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the Bridge program Saturday Academy, whether it be in my college preparation class, learn about different aspects of the college planning process, or the writing and dialogue strategies class, where we learn how to write a proper essay for college applications. Personally, I always felt supported by my instructors and the Bridge team throughout my time in the program, which made me feel more confident in looking for a career that I knew would fulfill my passion. I am planning on going into the engineering field in the future. I want to be innovative and creating things that can help people in the long run. To accomplish this goal, I'm applying as a biological engineering major at my dream school, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. I would not be as confident in my future if I did not have support I was so willingly given through Bridge. We would like to welcome you to the 35th UMSL Bridge Program Express Scripts Saturday Academy Award Recognition Ceremony. This past year, we were all presented with a shared challenge in the COVID-19 pandemic. But even in the midst of this crisis, it did not stop the UMSL Bridge Program Saturday Academy from challenging us to be our best academically and allow us to experience creative learning concepts. I think I speak for my fellow peers in saying the memorable experience we've had over the past 5 months are ones that we won't ever forget. We are extremely excited that each of you are here to celebrate our success with us.
We would like to thank you for sharing this exciting time with us as we prepare for our higher education. For the past 4 years, I've had the privilege of sharing in thought-provoking experiences with my fellow peers here at the Bridge program. I'm absolutely certain that our participation will continue to have a positive impact on our education and future. We thank you for your presence this morning as we gather to celebrate the completion of the program. To begin our program, we would like to invite the University of Missouri St. Louis Chancellor, Dr. Kristen Sobolik, and Provost Marie Mora to share in this morning's welcome.
Congratulations to you all for surviving and thriving through the Saturday Academy. For the graduating seniors, you are now prepared to take on the world. I continue to be so impressed with the success of the Saturday Academy students, 100% of whom go on to college. It truly doesn't get any better than that. Kudos to you all for taking advantage of this opportunity, for seizing the day. And I also want to compliment the parents and families who attended the virtual parent sessions, completing their own Saturday Academy. You deserve a big round of applause. I know that all of you are excited about the next step in your educational journey, namely choosing the right college. And as Chancellor, I wouldn't be doing my job without making a pitch for the University of Missouri St. Louis. UMSL is an institution of opportunity, one of the best urban public research universities in the nation. Overall, U.S. News and World Reports ranks UMSL as a Tier 1 research university with numerous programs which have individually attained national recognition, including biology, computer science, criminology and criminal justice, education, engineering, information systems, international business, nursing, optometry, psychology, public policy, and tropical ecology. UMSL has been further distinguished for its success educating individuals from diverse and underserved populations. U.S. News named UMSL to its inaugural Top Performers for Social Mobility list, meaning this university does an outstanding job of educating and graduating students with financial needs. UMSL is also a 4-time recipient of the Higher Education Excellence and Diversity Award from Insights into Diversity magazine, the oldest publication specializing in this area. Business Insider named UMSL #1 in Missouri for educational value based on academic rankings and affordability, and our online undergraduate programs are also ranked #1 in Missouri for quality and student outcomes. Our business programs are truly stellar and rank in the top 2% worldwide, as we have the top accreditation overall, and in our excellent accounting program, where our students have the top pass rate on the CPA exam in the state, beating out all other contenders, including WashU, SLU, and Mizzou. We are looking forward to welcoming you on campus soon. Thank you for allowing me this time to brag about all of the great things going on at UMSL. And one of our biggest accomplishments is to support you as you work toward your future. There are many people to thank for their role in helping support the students and their families. Thank you to all our local community leaders, school administrators, donors, and legislators. I also want to thank Dr. Natisha Small and her fantastic team who work tirelessly to provide excellent, innovative programming each and every year. Dr. Small is such a pleasure to work with. Her passion and energy is truly contagious. I also want to acknowledge Shannon Peoples, Director for the UMSL Bridge Program. We appreciate and value your leadership contributions to this amazing program. And a big thank you to all of our wonderful teachers and support staff. Without you, none of this would be possible. Lastly, I provide a special thank you to Express Scripts, whose generous donation to the Bridge program has provided the opportunity to expand the Saturday Academy program and created the Express Scripts Bridge Program Scholarship. Express Scripts is the largest company with headquarters on a college campus right here at UMSL, and they provide support for internships, scholarships, research, and curriculum. We are very grateful to Express Scripts for their support in educating St. Louis, Missouri, and the nation. And congratulations to our seniors, and thank you all for coming.
It is my pleasure and privilege to be here. On behalf of the University of Missouri St. Louis, I want to express my sincere congratulations to each and every one of our 2021 Bridge Program graduates. You have much to be proud of today as you graduate from a leading national program focused on collegiate preparation and preparedness. Over the past 6 months, despite the challenges with the COVID-19 world, you have persevered to immerse yourselves in the core areas of mathematics, science, and written and oral communication, all leading to your own personal and professional development, college planning, and career research. But as all things in life, you did not make this journey alone. Your families and other loved ones, friends, and advocates, along with outstanding faculty and staff of the Bridge team, are all behind you. We know that the promise of a college degree is not a given for all. It takes determination, commitment, and drive, but it also takes encouragement and support. I hope that your time in the UMSL Bridge program has done just that, provided encouragement that you can and will earn a college degree, and has also provided the support to help you make it happen. As author and philosopher Gilbert Chesterton once said, education is simply the soul of a society as it passes from one generation to another. Today we pass the torch to you, to your generation. As you take the initial steps in your higher education journey, know that as the region's largest public urban research university, the University of Missouri St. Louis is here for you. Your pursuit of higher education is commendable, and it is a pursuit that will transform your lives and the lives of many others in unknown, unimaginable, and exciting ways. We at UMSL are thankful to be part of that pursuit. I'd like to close by thanking our many community partners and sponsors who have invested and engaged with UMSL to make this program possible. For 35 years now, the UMSL Bridge program has supported thousands of students, not only from the St. Louis region or Missouri, but from across the country. These partnerships bring meaningful change to our communities, our state, our world, and certainly to each of you as proud UMSL Bridge graduates. We wish you the very best as you move forward in this new stage of your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Soblik and Provost Mora. We appreciate you taking time to celebrate this amazing group of nearly 500 students that completed the Saturday Academy with us this morning. I am Dr. Natisha Small, Assistant Provost in Academic Affairs, and I must also take a moment to acknowledge the Bridge program staff that I'm honored to work alongside to conduct this important work. Shannon Peoples, Sadie Wise, Andrew Smith, Lisa Sturgeon, and Kirsten White. Your leadership is exceptional. Each of you are valued and greatly appreciated for your unwavering commitment, passion, and selflessness demonstrated to serve students and families in the St. Louis community and beyond. It is due to your diligence that this great work has provided a clear pathway that has led thousands of students to lifelong success. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do. To UMSL faculty and staff, we thank you for demonstrating what community engagement truly is. Parents, we are honored that you have allowed us to walk this journey with you. You motivate us. The Bridge program was fortunate to establish a strong partnership with Cigna's parent company Express Scripts in 2007, which led to the largest donation received by the Bridge program in 2015, $2.5 million. This significant gift provided the opportunity to enhance and strengthen the reach of the UMSL Bridge program Saturday Academy. We were serving an average of 300 students in the Saturday Academy per year, to now serving as many as 700 students in the Saturday Academy program alone. This generous gift allowed us to provide scholarships, removing the barrier of college affordability. We thank you for your support, and now let's hear from Tim Wentworth, CEO, Evernorth.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tim Wentworth, CEO of Evernorth, Express Scripts' parent company. I'd like to start by congratulating the more than 500 students who completed the Bridge program this year, particularly those of you who are graduating. This is the 35th year that UMSL's Bridge program has been preparing young people for college, a remarkable achievement and a testament to the staff and faculty who have made the program such a huge success. On behalf of the St. Louis community, I thank you for the lasting impact that you have made on thousands of young lives. In the fall of 2015, Express Scripts made a contribution to the Bridge program. We contributed because we believe that education is one of our most important investments, and because we believe that an investment in your potential is an investment in our shared future. I'm thrilled that our donation has allowed UMSL to help even more young people to thrive through both the Saturday Academy and scholarships that help close the college affordability gap for its graduates. Through the Bridge program, you've also made an investment, and I'd like to thank each of you for giving up a part of your weekend to develop your academic, professional, and personal skills. You've shown remarkable commitment, and I promise you, your efforts will continue to reap rewards for the rest of your life. I congratulate every one of you on your achievement, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much, Tim. We too share in your enthusiasm and cannot wait to see what's next for these students. Last, to our K-12 partners, we could not be more honored and touched by the collaborative partnerships that we have established with you over many years. Your significant contributions to engage students in this program has allowed us to make an impact that has been unimaginable. Thank you for taking time to honor students today and share in this celebration of their success.
Hello, my name is Dwight Kirksey, and I'm Assistant Principal at Webster Groves High School, and I would like to just take a few moments to thank the UMSL Bridge program for allowing me to say a few words about the impact the program has had on our students. It has been such a pleasure to partner with the UMSL Bridge program over the years, as this program and its team of educators has impacted our students in such a positive manner by assisting our students with services and supports that has enriched their academic skills and developed college readiness in our students. The Bridge program has equipped our students with needed competencies for college, improved skills in areas of writing, math, and also test taking. Our staff and students are thankful for the role the UMSL Bridge program has played in supporting our building's efforts to prepare students for post-secondary opportunities while increasing college access for our students by providing strategies and courses to prepare students for the ACT and college level curriculum. I'm truly grateful to be connected with the UMSL Bridge program, and on behalf of the Webster Groves High School staff and students, we thank you for your service.
Hi, my name is Cabrina Noonan, and I'm currently the college counselor at Rittner High School. I've been sending students to the UMSL Bridge program for almost 10 years now. I continue to connect students to the UMSL Bridge program because by participating in the program, students are able to learn the skills that will help them be successful, not only in their college search, but once they get to college themselves. Students in this program have shared that they actually feel like they're in college because they get to take their classes on UMSL's campus. They learn ACT testing strategies, and they get to practice their communication skills by working with other students in the program. Several of our students that have participated in the program have also taken advantage of our many dual enrollment opportunities or dual credit opportunities in the Rittner School District. Also, students that have participated in the program have all gone off to college, to my knowledge. The UMSL Bridge program is a great resource for North County, and I'm happy to continue our partnership for years to come.
As a result of the collaborative work with parents, campus, corporate, and external community partners, we are proud to serve nearly 5,000 students and families annually through a variety of our pre-college program offerings.
As a student that has greatly benefited from the Saturday Academy, we want to thank you Express Scripts Incorporated for your generosity in supporting the UMSL Bridge program. Just as essential as the campus and community partners, so are our parents. On behalf of myself and my fellow peers, parents, guardians, and caretakers, we thank you for all that you do to care for us and empower us to be our best. But you don't have to take my word for it. Take a listen for yourself. Please welcome Bridge parent, Miss Nicole Adewale.
Hello, my name is Nicole Adewale, and I'm delighted to be here to talk about our family's experience with the Bridge program. What is the Bridge program? For me, it's empowerment, confidence, exposure, and fun. In terms of empowerment, that's for both the parents and the students. For the parents to learn and understand more about the college admission process, for students to be empowered to understand the steps that they need to take to be successful in college. Confidence. It's a great confidence booster for students to meet new people, build networks or lifelong relationships, and also to be confident in their capabilities, both in high school and beyond. Exposure to so many new things, especially what it's like to transition between classes in college, the rigors of college work, and exposure to UMSL itself. Lastly, fun. Who doesn't like ice cream, or especially making nitrogen ice cream? There are so many fun activities that are introduced to the students through the Bridge program. I think one of the greatest things about the Bridge program is this is a program for the entire community. Yes, it would be great if all of these students attended UMSL, but that's not why they do it. They do it because they know that it's important to make sure as many students in the St. Louis area as possible have the opportunity to attend college. So for my family, UMSL has done all of this and more. It's empowered our family. It's given my student great confidence, exposure to new things, and lastly, she's had a whole lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Adewale. We have been fortunate to be surrounded by a wonderful team of instructors that challenge us to be and do our very best, both inside and outside of the Bridge program classroom. I am pleased to introduce Ms. Sadie Weiss, Assistant Director for the Office of Pre-Collegiate Student Services, to share a summary of what students experienced during the Saturday Academy.
We want to take a moment to recognize our Saturday Academy instructors and the incredible contributions they make to the Bridge program. Our instructors deliver curriculum designed to prepare students for high school completion and college matriculation. Students enrolled in our Saturday Academy program participate in a variety of engaging activities in each of their courses. The intensive writing courses cover the mechanics of the English language, challenge students to become stronger writers, and help students find their own voice. Our career and personal development college prep courses walk students through the career and college planning process. Students are introduced to educational and career options and are provided tools and resources to help them explore their interests. This year, we also had instructors lead ACT workshops, which provided useful strategies for completing the math and science portions of the ACT college entrance exam. We truly appreciate the hard work of our instructors and their commitment to teaching and inspiring our students. To further shine the light on the significance of the UMSL Bridge program, we'd like for you to hear from another one of our amazing K-12 partners.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sharonica Harden-Bartley, and I serve as the superintendent for the School District of University City. It is my pleasure to join you today to celebrate our amazing students in the UMSL Bridge program. I've had the pleasure to work with the Bridge team for many years. I am consistently impressed with the quality, focus on students' academic and social-emotional needs, as well as the well-roundedness of the program. In the School District of University City, we are relentlessly committed to ensuring opportunity, access, and exposure for all of our students through a racial equity lens. The UMSL Bridge program aligns with our priorities and, most importantly, helps our students to see what is possible beyond their high school experience. As a result of this meaningful partnership, our students have gone on to explore post-secondary opportunities in the areas of education, engineering, science, technology, business, and much, much more. Also, the UMSL Bridge program helps to support students while they are in high school. The college preparatory curriculum, taught by seasoned, passionate teachers, enhances the comprehensive high school experience. The UMSL Bridge program is truly an exemplar for our region. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. UMSL Bridge program, thank you for helping to shape future lions, future leaders. Congratulations, students. I am incredibly proud of you. Be sure to be change agents for your community, for the world. You have all the tools you need.
We echo your sentiments, Ms. Wise and Dr. Harden-Bartley. Our Bridge program instructors are some of the best and the brightest in preparing youth today. At this time, please enjoy UMSL's own Everybody's Band as you watch the video that provides you with a snapshot of the many activities that participants are exposed to during the Saturday Academy.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Keep your eyes on the road ahead. And if you're feeling lost in the night, it's okay to cry, just as long as you hold your head. 'Cause we're on our way to better. Better's ahead. Better's ahead. It gets worse before it gets better. But better's ahead. Better's ahead. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Better days, better days. Better days are coming.
I know you've been kicked out, let down, slept on, faith gone, waited for too long for something to lean on. You feel weak, stay calm, deep breath, stay calm. If you just press on, press on, press on, and you gon' see there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Keep your eyes on the road ahead. And if you're feeling lost in that night, it's okay to cry, just as long as you hold your head. 'Cause we're on our way to better. Better's ahead. Better's ahead. It gets worse before it gets better. Better's ahead. Better's ahead. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. better days, better days. Better days are coming.
I know you feel left out and slept on, but keep going, shine bright, don't dim yours for no one, and keep going higher and higher and higher and higher.
Better days are coming. 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 I know. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Better days are coming.
To continue our program, I'd like to introduce my fellow peer, Fola Sade Fanigan, to share her experience with the program as a longtime participant.
It is an honor to welcome students, parents, community members, and the UMSL Bridge program staff on this wonderful Saturday morning to the Saturday Academy closing ceremony. And to the class of 2021, congratulations on your completion of the UMSL Bridge program Saturday Academy. Before we finally cross over to our own new beginnings, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the significance of the Bridge program and the experience we've gained from the Saturday Academy. While most of our peers spent their Saturday mornings asleep, at work, doing homework, or asleep, we were here making a sacrifice, taking advantage of an opportunity to prepare ourselves for our futures. These 4 years of the Bridge program showed us the value of education that goes beyond money. It showed many of us, through determination and hard work, each of us has what it takes to reach our own goals. So we did just that. We studied for the ACT and took practice tests. We conducted research on which post-secondary schooling fits our plans the best, and studied the duties and our own career choices. All the while, in our 4 hours each morning, we cycled 4 college classes and learned the value of punctuality. Nevertheless, the intensive essay writing, the college math problems, and the resume building are all going to be worth it. But it wasn't all about academics. In addition to the opportunity to be exposed to college-level criteria, the Bridge program also stressed the importance of self-evaluation and self-care, to embrace ourselves and ask for help when we need it. We learn how to build character, be the best that we can when faced with hardship, and other life lessons that we'll carry with us. And last but certainly not least, we've all had the opportunity to make new friends and meet students from school districts all across the metropolitan area and Bridge staff who are passionate about helping us and who support us no matter what our dreams are. This school year, however, has been quite tough for many of us. Troubles of last year have followed us into this year and have slowed down our path to meaningful events and opportunities that we've looked forward to ever since we have started high school. But when one door closes, another will open, and I encourage everyone to turn those setbacks into prospects and focus on the great accomplishments and exciting opportunities here to come. As we are finishing up our senior year, preparing to go on our different paths, remember to not be afraid of failure, for your mistakes are only steps towards your success. No matter where our paths take us, we will all be proud to call ourselves UMSL Bridge alumni. Thank you.
Exceptional job, Folashade. Your speech was inspirational, and I'm glad to be in the 2021 graduating class with you. To continue with our program, I have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker for the morning, Mrs. Lisa Leslie.
Hi guys, sorry I couldn't be there with you, but I am so thankful to be here. Thank you to the University of Missouri St. Louis for having me to celebrate the more than 500 students who successfully completed this amazing program. You guys have really done a great job. In particular, first let me thank UMSL Chancellor Kristen Sabalik, Provost Marie Mora, Assistant Provost Dr. Natisha Small, Bridge Program Director Shannon Peoples, and the entire Bridge program, the whole team. Thank you guys for inviting me to speak today. This is going to be so much fun. Listen, I want to talk to you all of you, about your mindset, about my mindset. We like to call it the winning mindset. As you guys heard, I won 2 WNBA championships, 3 WNBA MVPs, 4 Olympic gold medals, 2 WNBA Finals MVPs. So I guess we could safe to say that I know a little bit about winning and overcoming adversity and perseverance to achieve success at the highest level. But with that, it wasn't always easy. Listen, I grew up in the inner city in Compton, California. I know you guys saw the movie Straight Outta Compton. My mom would always tell my sisters and I that we could be anything that we wanted to be. We just had to work hard and put our minds to it. And I used to always think about that, like, what do I want to be? I honestly didn't know. But it's so funny because I told my mom, I know that I want to sign autographs. That's what I know. I hadn't decided who my audience was going to be, but I knew that I was going to give out autographs. And you got to be careful what you ask for, because I sign autographs, hundreds of autographs all the time. But I'm a firm believer of positive words and our affirmations and the words we put out into the universe. I'm also a lover of quotes and affirmations again. But before I go any further, I have to share with you always my sort of quote of the day. And this quote is from Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. So I thought about that quote and I thought, why not strive for excellence in all that I do? Excellence is not an accident, guys. It's like, even when you fall short, when you look around, you really realize you're still pretty high. You've achieved a lot. For example, sometimes you may simply strive for an A on a paper or 100% in a class of some assignment, and you end up with a B plus or 87% on an assignment. I mean, it's still good. You worked hard. You tried to get that 100%. You fell short a little bit. So it doesn't always work out for you. The results that you want, you don't always get. But I'm a firm believer in setting high expectations. As a student athlete, this was the mindset that helped me really reach my goals on and off the court. I realized in high school that basketball was truly my passion, okay? And I would go after it with everything I had, yet getting great grades was a very important part of it. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be able to play. And my mom was also the other reason I fell in love with positive affirmations, because she would always say to my sisters and I, listen, well, here's one of my favorite ones, the 7 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. So it was like, no matter what you're doing, if you want to be successful, you have to plan, you have to practice, you have to study if you want to get that good grade. You have to prepare if you want to have great results. No one's going to hand it out to you. My mom would tell us, no one's going to give you anything. You have to go after it. You have to work hard for it if you want to achieve it. And so that's always been my mindset. Sometimes we dream about things, but we never really talk about like the process of it or put it out in universe and talk about it. So for me, it started in 9th grade. I started writing down my goals. And when I would write them down, it helped me to realize what I would have to sacrifice in order to reach those goals. But the reason I felt that it was important was that when I knew I wanted to be successful at something, I set short-term goals, which were goals I wanted to achieve within 1 year. And then I would write them down. I put it on my mirror. I put it in the bathroom. I wanted to make sure that I could visibly see them every day. So I knew what I had to sacrifice, but also it helped me to stay focused. Then I would write down my long-term goals, which are goals I wanted to achieve within 5 years. And I would check those out every few months and see if I was making any strides or progress to get towards those goals. But here's the deal. Setting those guys was key, writing them down, putting it out there. I always challenge myself by asking not only about these goals, but who am I during tough times? When you think about life, it's easy when you're winning, when everything's going great, when everybody's happy. But what kind of person are you when times get tough? And that's what I have to ask myself too. Whether it was tough in school at times, or tough on a job, or tough at home. I think that's the part that I love most about myself, is that I was able to challenge myself and understand who I am when things are not working out my way. And trust me, even though I won a lot, I also lost a lot. But you learn a lot through sports. You learn that I'm still a leader during tough times. I can still motivate other people, even if it's not going well for me during my tough time. And I don't get overwhelmed with the big picture. I just try to break things down into small pieces and remove the emotion. That's the key. Get rid of all the emotion. Here's an example. One game, our USA team, we were playing against Russia. In Russia, it was freezing. We were down by 30 points at halftime. I huddled my team. The heat was off. It was freezing. It was awful. We were playing awful. I huddled us and I said, you guys, we are not going to lose this game. We're going to win this game. But what we have to do is go into the second half and not think about being down by 30, but let's get the game within 20. Let's get it within 10. We could have continued to complain about how cold it was, or we could just talk about how the game didn't really count for much. We could have said that because it wasn't like an official Olympic game, but we didn't. We fought hard, we worked together, and we won. That's who I am during a tough time. It's important to try to gather yourself, control your thoughts, feed yourself positive affirmations. Surround yourself with family and friends who encourage you to keep going. Get rid of all those negative folks. If they're not cheering for you, there's no reason for them to be around. To reach success, we have to learn how to effectively communicate with others. That's important. How to inspire other people, how to make people better, and truly how to evaluate yourself. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and you might be the problem. But don't be afraid to ask for help, especially when you need it. Find a person you admire, whether it's a reliable family member, an older friend, or a counselor. Ask someone and search and seek out a mentor. I highly recommend finding a mentor. They have the best advice. They can help you with your ideas, and they can really help steer you in the right direction whenever you get off track. It's about achieving success, and it's about winning. Here, in closing, let me leave you with the words of the acronym that really became key for me to reach success after I left high school. It's simple. It's the word choice. We all get a chance to make a choice every day, every single day. Choices whether we want to reach our goals, choices in life, choices to overcome adversity and persevere. So the C in choice is for competence. You guys, you got to get your education is key. Keep going. Don't stop. To be competent about what it is that you want, you have to know. H is for hard work. Listen, there's no shortcuts. You got to work hard, but it's okay because you can do it. O is for optimism. Stay positive, be encouraged, get your positive affirmations. You're going to need it. And I, well, when I think about I is really about integrity, being a person of your word. If you say you're going to do it, do it. Be reliable. It's so important. C is for courage. Have the courage, guys, to go after your goals. Don't be afraid. Some of us are dreamers. We talk about it. But when it's time to do it, you're like, I don't know if I can do it. Have the courage to do it. And the E is for execution. Execute your goals. Don't be afraid to follow up, to seek out those mentors, to set goals for yourself and get after it. You'll never know if you are afraid to fail. So don't be afraid. This is a winner's mindset. Go after it. You can do it. Be encouraged. Thank you so much for having me. And you guys, you really are our future.
Mrs. Leslie, we can't thank you enough for sharing your journey and experience with us. Your words inspired each of us tuned in today.
And now it's time for one of our favorite parts of the ceremony, the time to recognize our 2021 graduating seniors. The senior courting ceremony has become a sacred part of the ceremony that provides students with the well-deserved recognition and honor they've worked so hard for. Each of you should have received your cords in the mail to wear during your graduation processional. But before we move forward, we have a special message from Susan Stith of Cigna.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Susan Stith. I'm the Vice President of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Civic Affairs, and the Cigna Foundation. To the Chancellor, to Mrs. Smalls, to the Bridge staff, and all the family and friends that have gathered virtually today, I want to say on behalf of Express Scripts, which is now a Cigna company, and all of the thousands of employees that are here in St. Louis, as well as the millions of patients that we serve, I want to say that we are humbled and honored to be a part of today's wonderful celebration. And what a celebration it has been so far. To see the many accomplishments and honors of these students is simply amazing. You know, let me take a moment though, because I want to say something to the graduating seniors. You are truly a class above and beyond. You are strong, you are resilient, and you are focused. And I want to say a special thank you and congratulations to you. I'm sure we can all agree that this program, this Bridge program, is truly extraordinary. It produces extraordinary students, results, and accomplishments. There aren't many programs across the nation that can say that they have a 100% success rate of sending students on to college. You know, over the past 7 years, Cigna/Express Scripts has supported this program, and we continue to support it because you have the same mission that we do, and that's to educate the workforce of the future. You know, you are producing the next doctors and lawyers and teachers and pharmacists, and I can tell you, you're even producing 1 or 2 chancellors. So again, I want to say thank you. You know, in closing, I have to say that, and many of you know this, that that I love children's books. And before his death in 1941, the famous children's book author, Dr. Seuss, had written many classics that we're all familiar with, from Green Eggs and Ham to How the Grinch Stole Christmas to The Cat in the Hat. But there's one in particular that I always talk about, especially at graduations, and that is, "Oh, the places you will go." And I'm sure many of us have heard some of the stanzas from that, but I just want to go over and say a couple of them. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any which way you choose. So students, graduates, thank you for steering yourself to this program on Saturdays over the past few months. And congratulations for all that you have done and will continue to do. You are truly off to great places. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Students and parents, we remain committed to reimagining possibilities and breaking barriers that impede educational access. Students are always a point of pride, and I'm excited to share with you a mere glimpse of their greatness. Our 2021 graduating Bridge seniors, I'm very proud to say that 56% attend UMSL yearly. 60% of Bridge seniors have received 2 or more scholarship offers, with 16% having received full tuition scholarship offers thus far. As a result of their hard work, this year's UMSL Bridge program senior class has been offered an astonishing $4 million and counting in scholarship support and have been admitted to more than 120 colleges, universities, and other institutions of higher education nationwide. We are proud that since 2003, the Bridge program maintains a 100% high school graduation and college matriculation rate. Bridge students, this is why we honor and celebrate you. As we move into this portion of the program, in lieu of the applause that would typically occur right now, we ask that you flood the live chat with congratulatory remarks to our graduates.
When you're feeling tired of living life like a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I can see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. Oh, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the waves, and I'll rise up in spite of the ache. And I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, I'll do it for you.
When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, I can see it in you, so we can walk it out. Move mountains and bring it to its feet. Move mountains. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up,
I'll rise unafraid, and I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, I'll rise like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache, and I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you. I'll do it for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Oh, we will rise up. We will rise up, we'll rise up for you. And for you, for you. We'll do it for you. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, and I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, and I'll rise up in spite of the ache, and I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times. And for you, for you, I'll do it for you. like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid and I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up. I'll rise like the waves and I'll rise up. In spite of the ache and I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, I'll do it for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Oh, we will rise up. We will rise up, we'll rise up for you. And for you, for you. We'll do it for you. And I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. And I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. And I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times. And I'll rise up. I like the waves. And I'll rise up. In spite of the ache. And I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times. And for you, for you, I'll do it for you. I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times. I'll rise up. High like the waves, and I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, and I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times. For you, for you, for you, for you, I'll rise up. And for that we have each other. And for that we got each other. Oh, we'll rise up, we'll rise up. that we got each other. For you, for you, I'll do it for you. We'll rise up, rise like the waves, and we'll rise up in spite of the ache, and we'll rise up, do it 1,000 times again.
2021 seniors, we absolutely couldn't be more proud of you. As you close one chapter and begin to write the next one, know that everything you need is within you. You have what it takes, and know that you are the transformation leaders of the future. I'd like to leave you with a quote by Anne Lamott. I do not at all understand the mystery of grace, only that it meets us where we are, but does not leave us where it found us. Be encouraged and know that we will come out of this better, stronger, wiser. So now, we ask you to put your senior cord around your neck and share a few pictures with us on social media. To all of our Saturday Academy students, we will continue to celebrate you well beyond today. You each have truly exemplified what it means to chase after your dreams without fear or hesitation. This year challenged us all to reinvent ourselves and stand on a strong foundation built on strength, commitment, integrity, patience, and yes, grace. We continue to be inspired by you as leaders of today and tomorrow. Our program motto is one that we take to heart and is at the center of all we do. Engage, empower, educate. We'd like for you to hear from our amazing Bridge team on how these words are put into action and transform lives.
The UMSL Bridge program is committed to providing, stimulating, and enriching experiences and opportunities to students and families in the St. Louis region and beyond. Our mission is to engage, empower, and educate every student that participates. Here's what this means.
The UMSL Bridge program engages students through activities and experiences that support both their academic and personal growth. Students are encouraged to explore their interests, identify their strengths, and ultimately discover their passion.
The UMSL Bridge program empowers students to keep striving to be the best version of themselves, no matter what obstacles come their way, and through adversities, including a worldwide pandemic. Not only that, but students are empowered to be the change agents and leaders in their respective communities.
The UMSL Bridge program educates students on their college and career options and strategies to strengthen their academic skill sets regardless of their background. In this global unifying era, we recognize our greatest power is our education, and because of that, we are dedicated to all students being champions of their own success.
On behalf of the University of Missouri St. Louis Bridge program team, we thank each of you for joining us today. To all of our fellow peers, we congratulate you on all of your many successes and are excited about your future accomplishments.
Thank you to Express Scripts Incorporated and all members of the UMSL Bridge team. Fellow Bridge students, even though I'm a senior and will be beginning my college journey in the fall, students and parents, I hope that you continue to take advantage of the many program offerings available to you through the UMSL Bridge program. Please visit the UMSL Bridge program website for more information to engage, empower, and educate more students like ourselves to join the college-going culture. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you soon.